Well... Oh, travel to Heisen and report the illegal salt shipments. Or transport the illegal salt to the duchy at House N's behest. I don't know. Let me think about this. Like, if we go to Heisen and we don't have the evidence, you know, it's our word against theirs. That's not gonna work. But I don't know how far they're gonna, like, have us go with the illegal salt trade thing. And I also don't want to be framed. But at the same time, if he frames us, then he can't use us constantly to transport the goods, so... Right? Yeah, I'm like... But... I think we'd probably go to Esferos. Because I don't think Hyzan's gonna listen. Either way, we're gonna get caught and we're gonna get in trouble. Like, you know, like, both of these have that written all over them. I'm in trouble. Alright, you know what we do? We convince everyone, or at least, you know, talk to everybody, and then wherever we end up, that's where we end up. As Prince Roland said, we should take the salt to Esferos. Accusing Minister Sorcy without evidence would do us no good. All things considered, I think it best for us to follow Minister Sorcy's orders. I'd have better luck talking to a stone wall. We ought to make for Hyzant and report the illegal salt shipments. I see. Why are you opposed to going to Esferos, Lord Serenoa? What did I miss? What did I miss? Why is it locked? Okay, Roland's death has just been announced. Going to Esferos now would put him in an unnecessary danger. That's true. If we have no evidence, we need only find it. We should not let a lack of proof spur us into compliance. Of course, I wouldn't want to be an accomplice if we didn't have to. But I doubt it will be so easy to find evidence on someone like Minister Sorsley.
But...
Even the cargo we were given was sent via completely legal means. Unless you have a lead, I don't think finding proof would be a viable option. Might we speak for just a little longer, Huet?
Then?
Why, certainly. If there's anything you wish to say, I'm all ears, my lord. Many wrongdoings will stain the Wolfort and Glenbrook family name forever, and I would rather not sully your honor if I could avoid it. Wish to expose Minister Sorsley not just to keep our hands clean, but to gain the Holy One's support by show of good faith. I mean, both are the same, but the second one is for... We want to be on good grounds with Hyzant, which we can't... Like that, we can't control that. That's on Hyzant's side. But if we keep our name good, like, that's all we can try to do. I feel the same. My head understands our predicament, yet my heart aches at the disgrace.
In which case...
Even so, we need power and a plan if we are to defend our honor. Unfortunately, words avail us little now. I haven't made up my mind just yet, but I'm glad we were able to talk.
What do you need?
The Saintly Seven have tremendous power in Hyzant, and Minister Sorsley is no exception. Reporting his crimes comes with no small measure of danger. We must make our decision carefully. Sorsley End is one of Hyzant's Saintly Seven. The odds would be stacked against us if we decided to report him. We ought to make for Hyzant and report the illegal salt shipments. It's a difficult decision to make, but I think it is our best interest to take the salt to Esferos. Esferos is our enemy, and I doubt we would be welcomed with open arms, not to mention we have no clue as to who our recipient might be. The production and management of salt is the foundation of Hyzant. I doubt they would let us off with a mere warning were our crimes to be discovered. What Minister Sorsley is doing is illegal. That much is certain, though we may not have the proof. Justice is on our side.
I wonder about that.
Pray do not underestimate the power and influence of the Saintly Seven. There are none who would listen to us without evidence on our side. In Hyzant, the Saintly Seven are the law. Our justice would not stand a chance. Gila, you know more about the Holy State than the rest of us. I would speak to you on the matter a little longer if you don't mind. But of course, my lord, why are you so determined to expose Minister Sorsley's crimes? All evil deeds come to light in time. I would expose Sorceley's wrongdoings before then and earn Hyzan's trust. House Wolfort does not tolerate injustice. I would protect the integrity of my house. Minister Exham stands opposed to Minister Sorceley. He would no doubt help us if we asked. I press X to doubt. Okay, House Wolfort does not tolerate injustice.
Possibly.
I understand your feelings as the leader of your house.
I don't know.
But failure would result in the house itself being utterly destroyed. Is that risk truly worth keeping your house's integrity untarnished? There's still time until voting commences. Until then, I hope you will reconsider where your token will fall. Indifferent to my plea. Yeah.
Serenoa.
We cannot overlook Minister Sorceley's black market dealings, let alone be party to them. I know that it means that even more will have to go without salt in the duchy, but still. I believe we should go to Hyzant and bring these crimes to light. Trafficking illicit salt is wrong. I know that refusing would mean less salt for the people of Esfrost, but still. Please, Serenoa, I must know why you are opposed to exposing Minister Sorceley's crimes. Right now, House Wolfort stands alone. We are in sore need of House End's support. There is a time and a place for everything, and now is not the time to bring Minister Sorceley to justice. Minister Sorceley is one of the Saintly Seven. Proving him guilty would be a struggle even with evidence, of which we have none.
I see.
Minister Sorceley would undoubtedly stop helping us should we report him. But if we were found to have helped him, don't you think we would incur the entirety of Hyzan's wrath? Might we speak a little longer?
In that case...
I admit I am more curious as to why you would make us an accomplice to Minister Sorceley's illicit dealings. Our relationships with Esfrost are strained enough as it is, and I would rather not make any more enemies if I can avoid it. I wish to know Esfrost's true intentions. In true intentions, we might glean something new if we go there. I have heard rumors of Minister Exham. Though he looks reliable at first glance, I do not know if he can truly be trusted. And bottom two. Might glean something new if we go there? I too would like to know what they're scheming. But our destination is enemy territory and our recipient unknown. I fear there is just too much at stake. Let us return to our own councils, Frederica. I understand your feelings, as I hope you understand mine. I think... like, we haven't got a chance, really, with Hyzant. Someone's gonna have to step up for us. But I think we go to Hyzant. Ah, but they're evil too, with their Rosellian racism. Ah! It's like, okay, yeah, if they do help us, then it's like, great, but also your entire infrastructure is not, it's not perfect. It's got this giant, gaping, problem. Yeah, I know, yeah, everyone's evil. It's like you either literally enslave people, or you enslave people with lies and political stuff. It's just like, come on, man.
Serenoa.
Yeah, at this point I'm leaving it to the scales. We'll just talk to everybody. We have nothing to prove to Minister Sorceley's dealings illegal. Nor would I want to put our relationship with the Holy State at stake. Right now, we need allies more than ever, leaving us no choice but to do Minister Sorceley's bidding. Without solid proof of the illicit salt trade, we have no choice but to do as Minister Sorceley says. We ought to make for Hyzant and report the illegal salt shipments. I loathe the mere thought of being party to these crimes, but spouting off baseless accusations will avail us nothing. What am I missing? Why is that locked? House End aims to make us their pawn. If we give them an inch, they are apt to take a mile. The whole realm may know of your death, but I still think it too dangerous to make way to for Esfrost. Yeah, making him a pawn pretty much. I know that, I do, but our opinions are less than few. Damn it, if only we had proof. Look as though you have more to say, friend.
Moreover,
you needn't hold back. You know you can be honest with me. As your vassal, I cannot let you be an accomplice to these wrongdoings in all good conscience. If we go to Hyzant, we may be able to negotiate ourselves aid from the other saints. Salt is the financial foundation of the Holy State. If we expose Minister Sorceley's crimes, we can easily gain the Holy One's trust. strategic. This is kind of like very optimistic. If we tattle, they'll help us, right? It's like, everybody is in danger all of the time. Snitches for stitches. That's what's gonna happen for that. As your vassal, cannot allow you to accomplish in these wrongdoings. I appreciate your concern, but I've told you already, I'm not but a common soldier now. I am prepared to do whatever I must to reclaim Glenbrook. Bringing Minister Sorsley's crimes to light won't be easy, nor is it without danger. Even so, it is a path worth considering. This is a tough one.
Lord Serenoa.
Transporting illicit salt or reporting Minister Sorsley. Poor options, both. I wish we had the option of taking neither path. I leave the decision in your hands, Lord Serenoa. Talking to a stone wall for both of them. Do we win with lies and treachery and sneaking in the shadows? Or do we try to do what's right, even if the people we're trying to do what's right to are not right? Go to Hyzant. So you believe it better to venture to Hyzant and disclose Minister Sorsley's wrongdoings. Might I ask why? As Frost is enemy territory, and as such a greater danger to us, I would rather not put Roland at such a risk if I could avoid it. We may not have evidence, but the fact that we have been asked to traffic salt remains unchanged. If we speak to the other saints, we may yet find ourselves an ally.
Yes?
You speak of your acquaintances, Minister Exarm and Minister Lila, I assume. But even with their backing, we are unlikely to win the Hierophant's trust without evidence. I know the decision is not an easy one, but I truly think it in our best interest to go to Hyzant.
Aye, lad.
I can't even imagine a proud and honorable house like ours committing a crime. We've got to go to Hyzant and report that no-good minister. Now that we know no Minister Sorsley's up to no good, it's our duty to report it. That's the way of House Wolfort. You're actually considering doing his dirty work? Why? House End has given us money and provisions. Would reporting them not be biting the hand that feeds? Minister Sorsley's no fool. He is no doubt wary of our betrayal. While I believe Minister Exham would help us find Minister Sorsley guilty, we ought to be careful of him. He is no doubt another trying to use us as his pawn. Yeah, I know that's true. You never cease to amaze me, lad. Minister Exham is a man of bottomless ambition. Don't like the thought of that, to be honest. If only there was a way House Wolfort could get by alone. I wish us not to be party to these crimes if we can avoid it, but things are not so simple, I'm afraid.
Consider this.
I'm sure you've thought long and hard about it, but still, just thinking about dirty in our hands like that makes me sick to my stomach. If our accusations fall on deaf ears, we make an enemy of both House End and the Holy State. The risk is far too great. I understand, but we must do this to see House Wolfort survive. Please, Eridor, I ask you to bear this burden with us. Running away from our problems will avail us nothing. Ill-earned though it may be, we need House End's coin. The top one. I'd leave House Wolfort all on its lonesome, a troubling thought indeed. I understand that, I do, but still, it's just so damn difficult to accept. Need more time to think on it. This won't be an easy decision either way.
We must
Minister
decide.
Sorsley's involved in trafficking illegal salt. It would be in our best interest to expose him before we get further involved. We may not escape entirely unscathed, but it must be done. I see, so you believe we should follow Minister Sorsley's orders. There's no guarantee we will succeed in exposing Sorsley, and we should fail. And should we fail, we would make enemies of both House End and the Holy State itself. Regardless of his motives, we owe him a debt, and I would rather not repay kindness with betrayal. Right now, House Wolfort stands alone. We cannot risk losing Minister Sorcery's support. Make enemies of both House and in Holy State. The odds of appealing to those in power in another nation and succeeding are certainly not in our favor. We have enough enemies as it is. It would be wise for us not to earn ourselves anymore. There's still time, Benedict. I would like to continue our discussion.
Certainly not.
Certainly not. Okay, fine, Benedict. Don't talk to me. Very well, my lord. Is it safe to assume that you think exposing Minister Sorceley's crimes to be a reckless course of action? It is. We haven't sufficient information to take action. Minister Sorceley's no fool. I doubt he would blindly trust us to carry out such an important deal. Shaking Hyzant's faith in one of the Saintly Seven would be nigh impossible. Minister Sorceley's no fool. I cannot deny that. Both Minister Sorceley and his subordinates are cunning men. We could move under the cover of night, although there's a chance the enemy awaits us in the shadows as well. We have made your position clear, Benedict. I only ask that you keep my words in mind. But of course, my lord, allow me a moment more to make my decision. Dude, I have no idea where this is going. Scale it up. Everybody vote.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we follow Sorceley's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I stand by my decision.
After much deliberation, my mind remains unchanged. Apologies, my friend.
Forgive me.
If you wish to sway me, if you wish to sway me, you must leave me with no room for doubt.
Even still.
I'm sorry, Serenoa. Please understand.
I'm afraid I disagree.
I understand how you feel, but my mind is unchanged.
I agree.
You have my support, Lord Serenoa.
I cannot be swayed.
I think it is wise for us to obey Minister Sorceley for now.
Just can't see it your
Sorry,
way.
but I just can't let House Wolfort go down this path without a fight. I think we're going to Hyzant? I think.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
I don't remember which color is which. I think red's what we want for Hyzant, and the other one is... Okay. Yeah.
The way forward is decided. We march to Hyzant and expose the minister's illicit dealings.
Oh man, poor Coretin. He's like, I'm never coming back here. Dang it, I'm back here. It's been like, what, a month maybe at most?
We have chosen our path.
Yep.
We shall head to Hyzant and alert them of Minister Sorceley's wrongdoings.
Now that we have a heading, we need only move forward. Let us make haste.
Indeed. No matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Anna, begin the preparations.
Yes, sir.
We are so screwed. I'm in danger. Save your game, absolutely.
In exchange for his aid, Sorceley orders House Wolfort to transport his illicit salt. Serenoa, however, intends to bring word of the minister's crimes to the holy state of Hyzant. In order to succeed, he must delve deep into the nation's internal affairs while avoiding Sorceley's notice.
Chapter 9, Part 2, To Desert's End.
So you've decided to accept my proposal. A wise decision, Lord Serenoa.
As you have requested, none shall know of the salt's
But you are still too young for true wisdom, it seems.
He means, let us not speak of the obvious, my lord. It's prudent to speak as little as possible to prevent any unnecessary complications. One never knows who might be listening.
Fortune favored you with a capable retainer.
I beg your pardon, Minister, but I must entreat you to recall the aid you offered in exchange for ours.
I give you my word it shall be done. Booker, I'll leave the rest of the arrangements to you.
Yes, Minister. If you all will follow me into the antechamber, we may discuss the details further.
That was a short cutscene. Wait. Okay. Oh, character stories. The normally lively barkeep at the encampment lets out a heavy sigh, but what could be the reason? I don't know, we're gonna find out. What's up?
What is the realm coming to?
Hail, fair maid.
Well, if it isn't Eridor. Have a seat. You've ample choice.
Who are you and what have you done with the barkeep? The one I know ain't prone to melancholy.
She is when word of a fellow barkeep's misfortunes reaches her. It's all in this letter. People are taken to plunder and to survive this war, and my friend's tavern was destroyed beyond repair.
Here's hoping your fine establishment escapes unscathed.
I can't bear to think of what I'd do without this place.
My heart goes out to you. As if times weren't hard enough with customers.
I can't think straight for worrying so much. Well, you're a soldier, aren't you? Can't you just go out there and crush your enemies so we can be done with all this?
If only it were so easy. What I wouldn't give to wield a flagon every day instead of a blade.
Never took you for the type to make excuses, Eridor.
Eridor is doing everything he can. The realm suffers because of my failings.
Forgive me, Lord Wolfort. It was hardly my intention to blame you. What with things being as they are, I haven't been myself these days. But enough of this. All the moping in the world won't change a thing. It's time for action. My lord, as you can see, I'll have no choice but to shutter my tavern if the war doesn't end. And soon. So let me join you. I think you'll find that pouring ale isn't the only trick I have up my sleeve. Ah, but where are my manners? Hasabara's the name, my lord. At your service.
Hasabara.
A barkeep I may be, but good drink isn't the only way I know how to heal what ails people.
I can vouch for that, my lord. Hasabara is good to have around in a pinch.
Then I see no reason to refuse. You are most welcome among us.
Ha! Heartening to see you're the decisive type. I won't let you down.
And you've made a good decision as well. Couldn't have picked a better lord to serve, I tell you.
Aye. I gathered that the way you're always singing his praises.
Hasabara joins your forces. Okay, but I'm probably gonna call you Haas. Sorry, it's just... I don't make the rules. It's gonna happen. A horseback healer to help allies in need. Heals allies within range. Heals herself and her ally when performing a follow-up attack. Ease. I was like, what name am I thinking of? Kuwabara. That's where the bara comes from. So, Hasabara. I don't know. Names. Gamsel of the Saintly Seven speaks with the merchant Claris on matters of salt and receives a startling report. Ever met Gamsel? don't know. Well, this guy.
What? Who would dare send an army to test our borders?
They are soldiers of House End, by all appearances.
Sorcery, you go too far too often of late.
Perhaps this means the rumors are true, Minister Cancel.
There is still nothing to conclusively prove End's involvement in illicit salt trading.
Which is why you must investigate. You are Hyzant's Minister of Domestic Affairs, are you not? The illicit salt market grows larger by the day, strangling our own trade.
Against one of the Saintly Seven, I can do nothing without the Hierophant's express permission.
Perhaps you cannot. But is there not another with plans already in motion?
Exham, you mean? Even so, I am not at liberty to act on naught more than a whim. I must prioritize our land's stability above all else.
Cordelia reflects on her duties as a queen. Don't do it. Don't marry him. I know you have to, but still.
So, I am queen. What should I do?
You should listen to the Archduke and obey.
Is that all the Archduke wants? An obedient wife? And here I thought the Esfrosti valued freedom.
So long as you must look to others, you do not deserve freedom. Freedom is a privilege, and only those with the strength to see their will realized are deserving of it. It is not given, it is taken. And it is not often taken easily. This I know.
I see. Thank you.
Next time you think to ask that question, answer it yourself.
Brother, father, look over me until I find the strength I require.
Shouldn't that have been brothers?
What is Gustadolf thinking to marry a sniveling brat? No glory is worth her dismal company.
It is unacceptable. He should have let me deal with those obstinate boars in Glenbrook.
Yeah, those two are really annoying. Like, they give them like 2 lines each, and I'm like, absolutely the worst. Good job, writers.